Hello and welcome to this video. We are doing a let's try, and I'm trying these Castle Arts 24 floral watercolor pencils, premium quality wet and dry. So there's the colors in there and we're gonna actually try them out together. My brother is on Fortnite and the other two are playing, so you know, it's one of them. Oh my, I thought it's matte. Oh, look. I don't know. It just looks, I don't know. It's matte though. I feel like it's, woo. Now let's open them up. It's not, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, wow. I've never bought anything this fancy before. So these are the colours. I will tell you the colours. There's actually a product colour and product guide. So I'll go through that. Ooh. So these are all of the colours they have, and it tells you pencils are the square ones and paints is the circles, and each different colour is a different kind of set. So I will take a picture because you probably can't see this. The square red is colour, square blue is watercolour, square green is woodless watercolour, square gold is gold range, and the square silver ones are tinted graphite water soluble. Right, so that's just the square pencils. The paints, you've got circle blue is watercolour tubes, circle purple is acrylic tubes, and circle grey, black and grey is oil tubes, circle pink is gouache tubes, and circle orange is fabric tubes, and then these is square is metallic pencils, and circle is acrylic. And you've got pastel. Wow, there's a range. Do you know what? I feel like I want to keep this and just highlight the ones that I've got, but is there a point? I don't know. All right, so then, oh wow, we have a tester sheet. Wow. So this is this set and the colours in that set. Create a floral watercolour pencil illusion in 6 steps. Oh, there's the steps. So the sketch and then add in lighter colours, blending them, begin to create the form of the petals. Petals take shape by layering red, gently blending at the edges with the yellow and orange. Then the cool blues by adding deep cool blues and deep purples, forming the base colours of the leaves and the stems. Then the leaves are now taking shape as we further layer and blend the yellows and greens. Don't think I'm going to do that because I feel like that's a bit, I don't know, I feel like that's too advanced for me, but I get where they're coming from, so I will use this as a base to find out what else I want to draw, because I don't know what I want to draw yet. And then you have that separates that. I don't know how they've done this sheet. I don't know if it's the right colour code. Right, so let's actually write down what we're doing. So this is Art 24. This isn't the portrait watercolour, this is the floral one. So are they the same colours? No, they're not. They're different. Yeah, they're there. They look right. Anyway, watercolour floral set. Now let's just do it this on here first. Let's just see how it reacts on this. So this is 02 Primrose Yellow. We're really going to add colour there, and then I'll fade it out, and then I can add water to it and see how it reacts with the water. Alright, let's add this water. I don't think anything happened there, so let's see as it goes on. Let's put it in order based on this. So next is 28. Where's 28? It's none of them. I'm going to put them in order, number order. So there's 24, 17, 15. Don't ask what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have some sort of form. Right. I think I've been given the wrong thing. No. That one's number 1. So, oh, yes, I think we've been given the wrong thing because we have lemon yellow, but we don't have lemon yellow white. I'm going to ignore this now because that's not giving me good vibes and I can't find 001. And we can find lemon yellow, but this is lemon yellow white. So I think we've been given the wrong thing. That's fine. Mistakes happen. That's fine. Do you know what? Let's actually just do it based on 01 gradient. So let's mess this up. 0102. I'm gonna try and sort this out and then I'll come back to you because Kai's being loud as well, so we'll try and sort that out as well. Well, like lessen it. This is their order in number wise, so it doesn't look right. It looks fine, then it starts going haywire here. So, shall I change it? Yeah, I'm gonna change it again. Because I don't like it how it is. I want it to still be a smooth gradient. I love that when it does that. I don't know what this is. However, will I know when it is a smooth gradient with just the colours that I have now? We'll just do it as is in numbers. Yeah. So this one is lemon yellow light. Don't know. It looks like it's blending seamlessly, but it takes a while, doesn't it? Primrose yellow. And that is 002. I'm going to fast forward this bit, and I feel like all I've done is fast forward everything. And I'm going to just literally, as it goes on, I will point out the ones that I like. And I will do the watercolour at the end. I'll just do this and then we'll do the watercolours together, that watercolour bit together. These are all the colours. The ones that are popping out to me are kind of like the brighter ones. So, do you know what? That jade green's nice, but I don't know if it's nice because it's got my name in it. But yeah, no, I like how bright it is. But I also love these two pinks. Well, carmine, mine red and rose pink is really nice. I also like the purple in between. That's kind of like mauve and that, but I prefer that purple. That orange is nice. All these colours look really nice, to be honest. None are like sticking out to be like a not a good colour, and they all have the same softness. Like it's so nice to actually draw with because it's so soft. So let's try and add water to it because I don't know how that works properly yet. That one I tried, we saw, and it didn't really, I didn't feel like it felt like it needed a lot more work than it should, I feel like. No, Kai. If you want water to drink, use this one. No. Nope. And I did it in this sort of order. I don't know, it just seemed right to me to have it in colour order. No. You go with. Then sit there, yeah. This is Kai drawing. I don't care. No, I already gave you a brush and you ruined it. Well, I didn't give it to you. I just didn't take it off you. The only way we're gonna actually like really mess around with these colors is to actually draw. No, it's not yours. So I'm just gonna go on my Let's Try board and just draw around and see where it takes me. No, go play with your own toys. Now, I'm gonna draw with the actual pencils and just... I don't know. Right, now after the yellow, I'm gonna add the orange and see, what am I doing? And even that is yellow fire, but I'm not gonna add that yet. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that side yellow because I want to try and blend that yellow into this orange. So let's do that. Or should I just, you know what? Let's actually pick two different colors and blend them together. So let's get, do you know what? I'm gonna get a picture while that's like that now, so I know which one goes. Right, I'm gonna use this green and I'm gonna blend it into this blue, which shouldn't be too hard to be honest because they're kind of like the same. Do one dry. Then we'll try wet, dry, dry, wet, and then wet and wet. Just wet on dry and then wet on wet. And each one will do two different colours. So we can use a really variety of different colours. With the dry technique of blending together when it comes to pencils is you literally just go back and forth and then merge them together. So you could just start it with two squares next to each other and then just slowly add them together. I like to just do a blend over like that, and I hard pressure and it slowly gets lighter with the pressure until I can't really see it, and then I go back over with the blue, hard pressure, and slowly gets lighter over the green, and then it just back and forth until you've got some like solid blend. You can leave it like this, however, so there's no like patches of white well, patches really. If there's no patch, do it until there's no patches or there's no like white between it. Sometimes you can just focus on that middle, and then again the other colour, focus on that middle. There we go. Now that was dry, the dry technique, and we used jade green. No, I won't put the name, I'll just put the number with this number, which is, yeah, and then that's the dry technique, so I'll actually put that there, dry, and then we'll get two colours. Boys, pick a number, each one different. Pick a number between 1 and 24. Well, actually no, because I don't want to use white, so 1 and 23. 23. Can I pick 22. One? Where's Connor? 20, so you've chosen this colour. Now which colour do you want, Kai? Point to which one? That one? That one. Yeah. So you chose that one? Yeah. No, not to have. Do you know what? Instead, you have this brush. That's the brush that you had before. That's the brush he used before. It was brand new and he's already freed it. So now we're going to try this one. We're going to start with this blue, which is ultramarine. So Kaden chose ultramarine and Kai chose red ochre. Yeah. Now this is the dry and wet. No, you add the wet afterwards. So it's, I don't know anymore. Wet on dry. So did you see how I did that? I just did 2 blocks. I'm going to add water and just see if I can make it so it looks... Oh, there we go. Wow, right, there we go. Maybe I just couldn't see it because it was yellow. Hi. A wet brush in the face. I feel like I've added too much water there. There we go. Wow. So that's the dry. This is wet on dry. Wet on dry, yeah. Let's do the colours that I did. So we have ultramarine, which is 043. And then you had this one, which is 015. And that was wet on wet. Wet on wet. I was just dry, wet on... No, wet on dry. And another 2 colours. Another colour. Another number between 1 and 23. 19. Heath's purple chose 10. He chose this colour, terracotta light. Yes. Now we're doing the wet dry. We're gonna paint the page with wet first, so it'd be dry on wet. Yeah, because we're just gonna use pencil. Yeah. So how I'm gonna do it is just gonna. I think it's harder to control the blend when it's wet on dry, when it's dry on wet, because I feel like there's three distinctional colours there, like this, that, and then them together. Whereas there's a nice perfect blend there, and then you can see some sort of blend there that I've tried. With this, it's very hard to do. And now I'm getting back onto this. Yeah, I prefer the dry or the wet on dry. Like I prefer going on dry and then adding the water because I can control it a bit better over this. That I feel like it's always a mess, or at least I make it a mess, and I don't know how to not make it a mess. Let's actually try and do this character with a really nice blend between yellow going on to orange and like red and a darker red. So let's get all the colours that I want, and then red ochre. Oh no, that's kind of mine red. So yeah, so that's the darker red that I would use to try and outline it, and then there's the red ochre. Let's go from the red. Also, I wanted not to have sharp edges, so I'm trying to like, even though maybe with fire you do have sharp edges, water's more fluid, so maybe I should have. What do you think? Do you think fire should have? But I feel like fire it dances, so
yeah, I feel like you should do fire.
Yeah, no, I'm doing fire, but would fire have? I'm doing the hair, so it's rounded, not having sharp edges. So should I do it with the sharp edges or with the fire?
I feel like you should do it with the sharp edges.
But it's just the hair, so I could always add the sharp edges to her body.
Fire always has sharp edges.
Yeah, but it's fluid at the same time, like it dances. So that's how it should be. Yellow. This is going to be my red, my orange, and then red. Do a nice little taking off the pressure a little bit, so it's a little bit of red yellow over the orange section. Again, a little bit of the orange over the yellow of the red. Sorry. Boom. I'm going to take Caden said and make body sharp, whereas the hair is going to be fluid, but I will actually add a sharp hair. Yeah. I'm actually, going to use this brush because it's a nice thin. Start with the yellow. I'm actually going to use the thicker brush than this. This is too thin to use this one. I'm gonna let that dry and then add another layer of pencil on top, but that should work. No, what? I thought I was using the wrong colour then. I'm gonna work my way on the leg upwards. Hey! That was fun. It's not finished, but I best move to the next one because that's damp. That's damp, that's wet. And that's just yellow. Do you know what I want to activate some of these just to... Oh. I want to draw them kitty cats, so let's draw some kitty cats. Now I'm going to draw it with this pencil. Now with that one, I'm literally gonna rub out the eraser line, rub out the lines, and then just jot down colour wherever I feel like it should go. Now, should I do one card at a time? Yeah, no, we'll do one, and then I'll do the other one, and let that one dry, and then let that one... Yeah, so let's do this. Yeah, because that one's starting to dry up as well, so... Let's start with the blue cat. We've only got 2 blues. I say only, but we have got these darker purples, which would be nice to add. Also has yellow on. Should I add the yellow? No. I want this one to be the dark, like yin and yang. Like that's the darker colour, that's the light colour. So we're going to stick with that, and we're going to use this purple instead of the yellow, this lighter purple. And we also have that lighter blue. And then the darker blue I need to add, which is the ultramarine. No, wait, what? Aether? I'm sure you just added that one. That's darker. I honestly don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just... Oh, that's nice. Let's see how it looks like when I activate it with water. Where did my brush go? Oh, there it is. Now we're gonna add yellows and oranges and some pinks, hopefully, to this one. Start off with the light, this really light. This is primrose yellow, and I'm gonna put that all over, pretty much all over. Should I actually put down the colours that I use? Or am I that bothered? I don't know. Should I? Nah, let's use this bright yellow. I can easily do it with that one, can't I?
Whoa!
You know what? Let's. So I used. That one and rose pink. We've got to add the rose pink. So I'm going to add rose pink first and then this one because the carmine red is darker. So let's... Oh, and this is the only kind of pink they've got, really. Oh, wow. I don't want to too much of the colour into the light areas because you could really darken up them areas just by over flooding the paper. And to try and like stop it from flooding, so I don't want orange to go all the way up to the tail, I wipe the water off any liquid off my brush and just slowly take it and do that. So then I can add little bits up there and then it's not as dark. Yeah. I'm gonna add them markings back in later with the second layer. That's basically what I want. I go back over here. And what am I doing over here? Red to do line art, hopefully. While looking at this, I thought I could add another colour to the dark, the light cat, and that's this yellow ochre. Like that's, well, I've got 011. Yeah, that's terracotta. I'm gonna light that one up and see. Yeah, that one might be better. That one, I'll keep that one in mind. So I'm gonna add that one to that one. I'm gonna do the blue one though. Dark. The colours for the blue cat. I'm gonna start off with the light again. Oh, which ones? Yeah, so they're both. This purple. I'm not really following the reference image now. I'm just placing colours where I want to place them. Which one's this? This is Ether. Add colour to that. I think I'm making it too dark, but you know what? Because that one's light, I need to make sure that one stays light and that one can go darker. That's fine. I love a good brew. And we can always take colour away just by adding water and dampening it, so that's always a good tip if you just add too much. Just taking that little bit off so I can try and add some of the purple. I don't want to take away too much though, because I do like the colours, but I feel like I'm just moving it around too much. Keep it like that. And then the next layer, I'm not going to add any water to it. I'm just going to make sure that I do mark making so you can see fur. And that's what I'll do. Let's move on to this kitty cat. And we're not going to add too much. I want to add that light terracotta yellow, this, and a tiny bit of the pink rose. I'm not going to add any of the red carmine. I want to add that as the last fur textures. Yeah, because I'm going to add that yellow ochre to the star. So I'm still using that one because I want to try and use as many colours as I can to understand which ones go well to each other, at least on how they work out. Because each pigment is different. However, these are all good. They're all nice and soft and easy to like mess around with. The only difficulty is that sometimes you're moving the pigment around a bit too much, but that's probably my issue, not the pencil's issue. You don't need to add too much of the pink.
What's wrong with this kid?
Because I don't want to darken them too much. However, you can take away pigment, it's fine. Don't you know what? I like that. Deepened the colour where I wanted to. Now the star. Add the text that I want to add to these kitty cats, and then I'll start my yes, these kitty cats.
Oh, I thought you said Kit Kat.
No. Alright, sorry, I've kind of like left these, but I really wanted to do like a really nice gradient. I'm gonna do the hair like bluey to purple. I don't want to do the skin yet. I might do the skin last just because I don't want it to get dirty or muddy at any point. I just hope it doesn't, or patchy. And when I have this, I want to have something popped out. Pink or that? No, that pink and then that black. We'll see. Yeah, that pink, that black, because that's gonna be black. I'm gonna work with the blue and go up.
Hello, voiceover me here. Now, I know that I did say I was going to do the skin last, and I haven't, because I thought it would be better to do it with the hair, go back and forth between the hair and the skin, let everything dry, the clothes, because I have zero patience to work on one thing at a time. None whatsoever. So I know that if I just worked on the hair would just get worse, and then the skin would get worse, and then the hair, the clothes would have got worse. So I worked between the hair and the skin and the clothes, and this actual reference is kind of witchy, and I wanted to actually add the things around her. But when looking at it, and I saw the final, that like where she's placed and stuff, and I do have a circle around her, like the moon kind of. I realized there was no space to add any of the items, the said items, like the pumpkin, cauldron, the black hat, and stuff. So I didn't. Anyway, I do go back and forth between because she has dreadlocks, so she has this lovely blue, this lovely hair, and it goes from, let's start from the roots, like a dark purple, and then to a nice bright, like dark, not dark, but light blue. Ooh, that seemed like a mouthful. I don't even know why. But yeah, and with her skin, it started off, and I don't know, I think I used the wrong colour, but it started off like this orangey kind of skin, and I didn't want that. I wanted her to have, like, like the character, the artist, her work, I'll put it on the screen. She has drawn it better than me. Don't compare, please. But her skin is like really nice and mocha kind of, and mine's not like that. However, I am happy with the end result because it isn't patchy. It does actually look like skin color, because it does gradually get darker, and it doesn't become as yellow, like Simpsons colour in my opinion. It's not as Simpsons colour, so I'm actually happy with it. It does actually look like a skin colour. It's just not the skin colour that the artwork that I'm trying to, you know, I'm recreating. It's not like the artwork that I'm trying to recreate, but I do like to change. I do like to change things here and there. So because I wanted to use near enough as many colours as I wanted, I didn't actually, the clothes and stuff are not the same, and I don't think the hair's the same. I could be wrong about the hair. Or I might have used like different colours and stuff like that on the hair as well. But with the clothes, I wanted it to have like this purpley reddish shine with green. So it's like a green fabric, but then in different lights it shines like a little bit of green, the red and pinky purple. And yes, I slowly just start getting darker, and then by the end I pretty much just work between, like at this point I work between like into placing locks. So basically there's a lock I'm working on, and then I skip the next one and go to the next one. So I'm, what is it called, skipping one and then skip, go, and then thing. It's because at least then, because I wanted each strand to be its own, you know, thing and purpose, and I'm just happy with this one. It's very nice. And I obviously needed to add a background to it because it's not actually got anything there, because I have the white border. Now there's no point having a white border if you're not going to add a proper background to it, I think, because I've done it before in some of mine and I didn't like the final thing, because I'm literally like, why did I do that? Why did I have a border and it's not utilized properly? So yes, I do utilize it properly, thank God. And I added I actually did a gradient. I don't know if you can see it properly, but I did actually use two different, I used a dark red and then a pinky colour. So then when you add water, it should fade out. And I don't know if it does it or not, but it doesn't, but it does look nice. So I am happy I did that. And I'm just really happy with this character, this person. And I'm pretty much finished. These pencils was amazing. They was really nice, and they were so soft, and just when you added the water to them as well, because I love to do how I did it. I love to be, I feel like I have more control over this stuff when I put the pigment down like I have, and then add water on a brush and then slowly go through that way. Like, the other ways I feel like I have no control whatsoever, and colours start to bleed in with each other, and that's what I was worried over, the skin and the hair, because I didn't want the skin to turn purple or blue or have like dark patches in places. She also has like this moon type of thing going on. I don't know whether that's a tattoo or whether that's like a charm, but I like it, and the black lips are so nice. I love this piece. And I didn't know whether to add a line on the moon or not, because I don't know if it's a moon or if it isn't. It just was something, and it was, you can't see from this direction, but it was getting a little bit dirty, kind of. So I did actually make it look a nice outline and like patchy moon kind of like. And I start to add like details to the eyebrows and the lips, and yeah, but I'm done. I loved these colours. If you have tried these out and you have some tips for me, please comment below. If you haven't tried these out and this video helped you in buying them, that's fine. These were really nice. I can't remember how much they cost, but everything that I do on my Let's Try is over in my link tree, so please check out my link tree, which is down in the description below. On my link tree, it has a links page which has all of my social media links, and then it also has a shop page where basically, I don't know, I just thought it was easier so you know what things I bought. Really, I don't get anything from it that I know of. I don't know, but it just tells you like all the stuff that I've used from my Let's Try series. But this is the final piece. I hope that you liked this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and bye.